Kogan was established in the late 1800s as a Cobb & Co. changeover station, later becoming a hub for sawmills. The town's name comes from Kogan Creek, a pastoral run that was owned by several notable figures, including J.E. Barney and Colin Kogan. Kogan State School, which opened its doors in 1897, is still active today, providing education for the local community. You know, Kogan's rich history as a Cobb & Co. stopover and its sawmill industry make it a fascinating destination for those interested in Queensland's history, a small town with a big past.
Kogan is a very small community, but it's got some history about it. The population's only 188 people here. It is spread out over the place. Anyway, welcome back for another episode of Free and Budget Campsites in Queensland. For all new viewers, my name's Peter and I'm travelling around Australia road testing campsites, caravan parks, places like this at a budget so I can save a bit of money. Hopefully I can pass that information on to you. Around 260 k's give and take from west of Brisbane and only around 40 kilometres east of Chinchilla. Chinchilla, great place to visit, nice campsite, donation of course, give a couple of bucks at the information centre. If you want to have a look at that video, it's worth popping in and have a look. The link's above, somewhere up there. You'll find it anyway, it will be there. Go have a look at that campsite. It is a fantastic campsite. They offer you power, water, no showers, sad to say, great toilets and a weir right next door to it. But right now, we're in a place called Kogan. What a cute little town, as you heard before. It's not a huge town, it's only a very small town. It's really one street. You've got a shop right across the road that does hot meals, like fish and chip shop, you know. Does milk, bread, didn't see any eggs, but ice cream, so and so, and it's the local post office. It does the one-stop all. It's got also fuel here if you need to fuel up diesel. Look, I'd advise you don't fuel up in places like this. They are a lot more expensive. The competitiveness of a big town when you've got one right next to each other. This one, no one around, so. But also right next to that is a pub, which we're going to visit that today and I'll show you a bit about that. They're going to be starting offering free campsites. But anyway, let's get back to this. Right, it's a $10 donation with power. Got to show you whereabouts the power is around this site. Got a couple of barbecues. Yeah, got to watch that one too. It's got playgrounds for your kids. Look, there's not a huge lot of things out here to do around here for your kids. But like I said, if you want a quite nice little area to rest up with power, water, no showers, sad to say, and it's right near Chinchilla, what a place to come. Righto, let's get in there and I'll show you a bit about what this place has got. If kids get bored, send them to this place. Look, it's not a huge playground. It's got a slippy jig, a couple of swings, a few little climbing things. Look, it is on sand, so if you do fall over, they're not going to scratch their elbow or break something. Look, it's all undercover, which is good out here because you need to have it undercover because the sun is that hot out here. Make sure you wear a hat, glasses, throw on a shirt, and slip on some sunscreen, as they do. They've got some undercover areas that you can actually sit, have something to eat, buy something across the road from the fish and chip shop. But otherwise, cute little park. In the day use area where the playgrounds are, there is another little place where they have a few little sculptures around there. There's some blokes playing cards, sitting on a bench. They're a brass statue. It does represent bush friendship between mates, a strong bond through the life in the bush. Over a drink, over a game of cards, over a conversation, over whether the price of wool's going over the roof, all to beef, timber, and even the tax man. It just represents mates in the bush. And there's a community hall right behind me. Now, they're only open a certain amount of times. Look, all the information should be on their Facebook page. Look in the description down below of the community centre. It is a big hub. The same lady who actually runs this park runs all this as well. Around in this area, there's really only two bins around here. This one and another one on the other side. So do everyone a favour. When you come to places like this, make sure you pick up everything. It's time to take a poo. Toilet facilities. Look. Like a council-y sort of type thing. They have added a bit of class to it. They put a bit of brickwork around it with a bit of corrugated iron. Well, they look all right. Look, inside they're clean. They've got a hand soap, got a hand towel, got a basin, got a toilet. They're pretty basic, seriously. And toilet paper. Look, Out of 5, they're only really going to get a 3. They just need a little bit more to get it over that 3.5, but at the moment, they're 3. They do the trick. Dum, 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 dum. Safety tip 101. Water. Look, around here, you're not going to find that much water at all. Now, I've had a look around the whole site, and I've only really found one tap, and that's on the corner of the actual building. It does say non-potable. Don't drink that water. Now, I do know the actual toilets are worked on the rainwater. So if you want to take a pot, do it at your own risk. Boil the water before you even use it. It is rainwater, but otherwise, if you're going to fill up your tanks at all, make sure you use a good micro filter to actually fill your van up, because it's very high in calcium around this. Now, I did get told it is town water. What town? It's not very big town, so look, be careful when you use the water here. It's BBQ time. I should say bodgy barbecues. Nah, I wouldn't say they're bodgy. They're the old style wooden ones. So you'll have to go for a bit of a forage in the bush to actually find some wood to actually burn. I have looked around here. There is quite a bit of wood laying around in the bush. Now, be careful around this area. Extremely careful. There is snakes galore around here. So always take a stick, bang, make some noise, and they'll rack off. And if they don't run, hopefully that never happens. Now, if you ever want to know what's in a snake kit, you should actually have one in your van. Here it is here. A couple of crate bandages. That's about it. Pen and paper. Now, with these barbecues, rusty, very rusty. No good. Cook, gets lots of iron. Big and strong maybe. Too much iron maybe. I don't know. But these things here, they're a silicon mat. You can actually buy them from BCF, Bunnings, you name it, for a very cheap price. Now, if you want to use them, just in case you come across barbecues like this that are rusty as hell, and you don't want to cook on it, but these ones, at least you can. And look, fires in this place, no fires allowed here. They've had a really bad problems with fires around here. The only fires you're really allowed to have is in those barbecues itself. So no open fires. Please remember that, because they do have a bit of a fire problem out this way.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Reception's not too bad. I'm getting 4G and I'm fully barred up. So the reception out this way for making phone calls, anything you want to do is pretty good out here. You're about to do the speed test and see what the actual download speed is like. Righto, the download speed, I'm pretty impressed with it, because I did see a tower on the way in, assuming it is Telstra, because I'm actually getting 141 megabits per second download and 25.5 upload, which is a good speed for everything. Even uploading videos, Instagram stuff, the whole lot, you'll have no problem out here, and it goes pretty quick. The download speed goes like a powers of the piss. You'll have no problems out here at all with any data speed. Whoa! If you see our friend Poochie here, you know this place is, you go get a stick. There he goes. You know this place is dog friendly. They do ask it to have it on a leash, which makes sense too, because you're right next to a main road of the town. And I have noticed a few trucks going past. It's not noisy, but there is been a few trucks that actually go by here. And if your dog runs out, I'd have to say you'll have to take him to Chinchilla to the vet out there. But otherwise, please pick up after your dog. Now, they haven't left any doggy bags around here. They should have left doggy bags around here, but they don't. So you'll have to pick it up yourself and put it in the bin. But otherwise, dogs are welcome here. Bring Poochie, he'll love you for it. Righto, just right across the road from the actual campsite is Kogan Hotel. What a cute little bar it is. Not very big bar. It's got a pool table in it. It's got some places to sit out the back. And the pub was actually established back in 1866. Long time ago, yeah. And look, back then they didn't have many licenses. There was a bit of gossip around the town about the bar didn't hold a liquor license for quite a long time, because they didn't really know how to follow it and stuff like that. The guy just sold beer, spirits, and he was the local post office as well back then. The pub has heaps of things going on. Like, it starts off on Thursday night, they have a pool comp. Normally every Saturday night they have a meat raffle, and even Friday night they have Chase the Joker night. It's up to around $2,000 at the moment. So if it goes off before you get here, sorry about that one, pay the donation at the Kogan Hotel. Now, it is a family-owned business, does meals, Of course, lunches from 12 o'clock to actually 2, and dinner time is around from 6 till 8. And they're open until everyone goes home, which is pretty cool. Now the menu, as you see on screen, they're pretty good. My favourite's the crumb steak, and that's what I'm having tonight. Don't even bother cooking. They have great meals over there, have a chef on board all the time. I had a talk to the owner and he said he was going to start putting campsites out the back with power, toilet, showers, everything. So keep your eye on that. All the information what you need is on the screen, their Facebook page, phone number, the whole lot. Get in contact with them, watch their Facebook page for upcoming events. They also have a mid-year, and well, they're trying to do it wintertime and summertime. It's a bull riding competition. Now it does hold points for the big rodeo at Chinchilla. So if you want to come out here and try your luck on a bull, they have novelist. So they fit you up with all the gear and everything else. They put you in it. It's all professionally run. And what they do is you hop on a bull, hang on for dear life and see how you go. You never know, you might even like the sport and keep going. Why not? Oh! Guess what? Campsites. They're not abundant of campsites around here. You can squeeze a fair few around here. Now, most of the sites around here are shaded areas, which is a good thing, but it's not very good for solar. Now, around here, I have noticed a few little ruts and stuff. Now, if it does get wet around here, it will get a bit slippery and slidey, and you will have a bit of trouble getting out of here. But otherwise, most of the campsites I have a look around here, a little bit unlevel. You probably need your levelling blocks just in case. Mine, I picked a sweet spot, and Bob's your uncle, I've got a spot. Now, if there's no one around, just drive around until you got a really good spot. Make sure it's level and then put your fridge on. Why not? Now, the power for the sites here, they're a bit hard to sort of find. Now, there's 2 power points. Remember, you'll need a 10 amp adapter from your 15 to a 10 amp because they've only got 10 amps in here. Now, the first lot of power points are in the green shed. They used to be the old toilets, and they've got a power point in each. Now, if they've all run out, you'll need to bring an extension lead here, because if you park way over there and you've got to run a lead to the actual hall itself. Now, there's an awning on the opposite side. Now, underneath that, there's some tables and chairs you can sit and have a bit of a communal drink and stuff like that, which is pretty good. But also along the wall of that are some external power points, and they're all 10 amps. So you'll have to bring a long extension lead. But otherwise, not too bad. Large rigs, yeah. Look, when you get in there with a large rig, you're gonna have a bit of trouble turning around. So I'd advise you to park on the outside of the area for large rigs, like big motorhomes and stuff, but you can squeeze it in here. Unless, if I'm not here, take my spot. That's for a large rig in itself, and it's right in near the power. You don't have to run it too far. But otherwise, power, 10 bucks. Unpowered, $5. Now, you're supposed to leave the deposit, like I said in the last couple of clips, over at the pub itself. Slip the 10 bucks if you take a power, or if not, slip a $5 in and do that. But how cool's the pub also? They're getting camp facilities out the back. Oh, can't wait till that happens. Look, if you've got any questions or any queries about this campsite, leave all your comments down below. Tell me what you think of the campsite and what other things they can actually improve on. One thing I can think of straight away is a donation box here. They've got none of that. A few more extra power points around the place. There's a few more, bit of a hint there for you. But otherwise, if you like the video of Kogan Recreation Site in Kogan at the Hall, give us a thumbs up, turn your notifications on, hit your subscribe button. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the road.